Okay, so when you go to your smart TV or whatever it is, I would suggest trying it with a smart TV. If that doesn't work, you want to get an Amazon stick. If that doesn't work, then you want to get a Roku. If that doesn't work, then you want to get a Chromecast in that order. So if your smart TV works, that's fine, whatever. But I would say your best bet is doing like an Amazon stick, and then from there Roku, and then Chromecast. Your TVs are not going to be updated as much, and they're not going to be supported as much. So as servers are updated, the client or the application that's used for your TV is not going to get updated in time for the server, and everything's going to be broken. So your best bet is to get a Fire Stick and go with that, Roku, and then a Chromecast. What I would say next is your application. So, for example, in this example, I have no Plex. It's gone. I don't see it anywhere. For this version of Fire Stick, at least, when you click here, you'll see an app list. And this app list will have all the apps you currently have installed. If Plex isn't in here, then you want to find it. It's usually under applications, or you can search via audio or type it in Plex. Most of the time, the apps will have a search feature, and you can search for the app with Plex. A lot of the times, some of the times, you'll get Plex. Once you get it installed, it won't show up on any of the menus, and you have to like go to a special place to get it. What you want to do is find where those settings are. In this example, there's a setting that's called like adjust channels or something like that. Select all of your apps and channels and reveal all of your apps and channels. This is for the Fire Stick, at least this generation. And I guess you hold this button down and you can move it to the front. So your mileage may vary. It might be different. You might have to look around for it. But just because Plex isn't in the list and it's not jumping out in front of your face, it might mean that it's inside of your application or application list or something like that. Here's where you would search for Plex. So once you've got that going, you've got Plex installed, when you sign in, you want to sign in with the account that you use to register. Don't sign in with Amazon. Don't sign in as guest. Don't do any of that. You want to sign in with the email that you got the invite from Plex with. If you don't know what that is, go to plex.tv to reset your password. Again, if you don't know your login and you don't know what email you used, you want to go to plex.tv and request a reset. And then once you get signed in, you won't see everything. You will see this garbage, and they get paid to show you this garbage. And it will say like live TV, movies and shows, your media, whatever. It'll be all a bunch of garbage. What you want to do is you'll see live TV, for example. You'll see these three little dots. Once you click those three little dots, you can say unpin from sidebar. What you're looking for is one of these. It's called Heartbeats TV and Heartbeats Movie. That's when you know you're on the right server. If you're not on the right server, usually you can go down to the bottom and it'll say more. Once you click more, you can select the right server and it'll be in there. So you want to go ahead and remove anything you don't want. Anything you don't want to see. For example, there's music and stuff, or here's web shows. Nobody wants to see web shows. We have YouTube for that. So you go here, web shows, pin to taskbar, or remove it from taskbar, and you're good to go. So once you've done all that, you want to search for something. And generally it's in there it's either here or it's towards the top. It'll have like a little magnifying glass. In this example, it's a little magnifying glass on the side panel here. When you press left or right, you'll see it on the side panel here. When you click that search button, you can use the microphone, which is the little button at the top of your remote, or the little microphone button on your smart TV or whatever. Sometimes it doesn't work, sometimes it does. If you're lucky, it'll work. If you're not, then you'd have to just type in whatever you're looking for. The second thing you'll see is in, like, for example, TV or movies, you'll see a list here. It'll say like most popular or recently, added or something. If you want to look for something particular, again, you can search for it. If you want to browse in a normal way, you can go to library and it'll show up here. It'll say something like library. And for example, here's categories. And you can say, oh, all I want to see is comedy. And it will only show you comedy. So you can do the filtering through that. If you just do it from the home screen or the movies or TVs selection, you might not be able to find what you're looking for. Other than that, you should be good.